When fans think of the most fearsome member of the Foot Clan in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles history, the immediate answer is almost always Orikasaki, better known as the Shredder. But the lore, particularly in the IDW comics, runs much deeper and darker. Long before Shredder rose to power, there was another figure who founded the Foot Clan, manipulated death itself, and still looms over the Turtles' world like a shadow. That man was Takashi Tatsuo, and he may be the greatest threat the Turtles have ever known. The samurai who created a legacy of blood. Takashi Tatsuo first appeared in TMNT, The Secret History of the Foot Clan, and was introduced as a powerful and ruthless samurai during Japan's feudal era. Serving under the daimyo Ashikagayu, Takashi wielded near-unmatched martial prowess and ambition. But his thirst for dominance unsettled his lord, leading Ashikaga to stage an ambush to eliminate him. Even surrounded by a legion of warriors, Takashi emerged victorious, though he lost a leg in the battle. This brutal victory led to his fateful meeting with Kitsune, a shape-shifting mystic who not only healed him, but regrew his leg. Her magic kept him young and powerful, and with her support, Takashi carved out his own power base. Ashikaga's downfall followed shortly after, and the remnants of his forces became the core of the Foot Clan under Takashi's command. The symbol of the clan, a bloody footprint, originated from his recovery after the ambush. However, Takashi's unrelenting cruelty eventually divided his followers. Orikamaji and Masato, men who wanted the Foot to follow a more honorable path, betrayed and killed him while he was vulnerable. But death was far from the end of Takashi Tatsuo, a curse that echoed across generations. Kitsune, devastated by Takashi's death and intent on fulfilling a larger cosmic plan, cursed Orikamaji's bloodline. Her goal was to reincarnate Takashi into Maji's lineage as a vessel for her father, the dragon, a godlike being. That reincarnation became Orikasaki, who would one day become the Shredder. While Maji tried to steer his son away from darkness, Saki ultimately embraced it, murdering Maji and taking over the modern-day Foot Clan. Kitsune manipulated events so that, even after Saki's death, he could return through resurrection by his descendant, Karai. But Kitsune's reincarnation spell had an unintended consequence. Takashi's original soul remained in the afterlife, separate from Saki's. This meant two distinct but linked versions of Takashi existed, one in spirit and one reincarnated. When their paths crossed in the spiritual realm, Takashi captured Saki, attempting to merge both of their souls with the dragons to bring the being into the mortal world. Only the intervention of Master Splinter prevented Takashi's plan from succeeding, temporarily. Takashi versus Shredder. Who is more dangerous? Though Shredder has long held the spotlight as the Turtles' archnemesis, Takashi may be the greater threat for several reasons. He has not only cheated death multiple times, but is willing to sacrifice anything, including himself, for more power. Unlike Ra's al Ghul, who at least claims to serve a noble goal, Takashi seeks domination and chaos for its own sake. Even in death, he plots. Takashi forged alliances with supernatural beings, manipulated reincarnation, and orchestrated the founding and evolution of the Foot Clan across centuries. His loyalty lies only with power, and even the promise of losing himself to the dragon didn't deter him from moving forward with Kitsune's apocalyptic plans. He also physically overwhelmed his reincarnation, Orikasaki, proving that even the mighty Shredder could not stop him. Saki's only salvation came from external help, not personal strength. The most underrated villain in TMNT history, Takashi Tatsuo represents everything that makes for a terrifying villain: intelligence, ambition, overwhelming power, and zero moral restraint. His legacy shaped the foundation of TMNT's greatest enemy faction, and his influence spans centuries. He is a man who cannot die, cannot be reasoned with, and cannot be sated. Whether he stands as a man, a spirit, or a future vessel of an ancient god, Takashi is always planning his return. As the IDW comics continue to deepen the mythology of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Takashi's role has cemented him as a formidable force far beyond the reach of any single generation. And for the Turtles, That means the war with the Foot Clan may never truly end, because the man who started it all still waits in the shadows, patient and ready.